A very warm welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to dive into something really special, the last 10 verses of Surah Al Kahf from the Quran. You can think of these verses as a kind of ultimate balance sheet for life, giving us a final, crystal clear look at what really, truly matters. So let's get right into it. This brings us to a huge question, one that every single one of us thinks about. What does it actually mean to lead a successful life? Is it about money, status, all the things you achieve? Well, the text we're looking at today offers a very specific and maybe even surprising answer. It draws a sharp line between those temporary, worldly wins and a success that is real and lasts forever. So the verses start by laying out two completely different paths a person can walk. We're going to start with the first one, which the text presents as a kind of spiritual diagnosis. It's a really powerful warning about being completely oblivious, and it's designed to make us stop and think, where are my efforts really going? To describe this state, the text uses this incredible metaphor, eyes within a cover. Now, this isn't about physical sight at all. It's a moral condition, a kind of spiritual blindness, where because a person just keeps rejecting the signs over and over, their heart and mind get hardened, making it almost impossible to see or hear the truth. And then the text asks this incredibly direct question. It's not just stating a fact, it's an invitation. It's basically asking us, you and me, to lean in and really consider this category of people, the greatest losers. Who on earth could that be? And here's the answer, and it's pretty stunning. The greatest losers aren't necessarily people who fail by society's standards. In fact, from the outside, they might look incredibly successful. They're the ones who pour every ounce of their energy into worldly things, their career, their reputation, their wealth, all while thinking you're doing amazing work. But the problem is, it's all completely disconnected from a foundation of sincere faith. The text basically calls this a spiritual misinvestment. So you see, this misinvestment has a very real, very solemn consequence. For people whose deeds end up being weightless because they lack that sincere faith, the final outcome is described with this powerful, sobering phrase, a wretched resting place. But right after that really stark warning, the text shows us the alternative. It pivots from what it means to lose to what it means to achieve real, lasting success. This is the other path, the path of the righteous, and it paints a completely different picture. And this just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? The choice we all have. On one side, you've got misplaced effort, rejecting the signs, leading to a grim end. And on the other, you have righteous deeds that come from sincere faith, leading to a garden of refuge. The contrast couldn't be sharper, really framing it as a life-defining decision. So what is this formula for true success? Well, it's presented with such beautiful simplicity. It's not some long, complicated list of rules. It's a powerful, two-part foundation. You have to have sincere belief in God, and that belief has to be coupled with righteous actions that actually stem from it. And here's the promise. The text gives us this assurance as the complete opposite of that earlier warning. For those who manage to combine genuine faith with good actions, the reward isn't just avoiding loss. It's finding an honorable and true refuge, a place of total peace and security. And the nature of this reward, it's just so profound. The text says that those who get there will have no desire for any change or transfer. I mean, just think about that for a second. Imagine a state of such complete satisfaction, such deep contentment that you wouldn't want to be anywhere else, ever. That's the ultimate peace being promised. Okay, so as the chapter starts to wrap up, the perspective does something incredible. It zooms way, way out to this cosmic scale, and then it brings it right back down to a very personal, very practical, and final instruction for every single one of us. Just listen to this powerful imagery for a moment. If the entire ocean were ink, it would run dry before all the words of God could be written down. This metaphor is just designed to fill you with a sense of awe and humility, reminding us that our human knowledge is just a drop in the ocean compared to the infinite nature of divine wisdom. And then, right after that huge cosmic statement, the text brings us right back down to earth with this incredibly humbling line from the prophet. By saying, "I am only a man like you," the message becomes accessible to everyone. This isn't some impossible ideal for a special few. It's a path that is open to all of humanity. And so the entire chapter, everything we've talked about, it all comes down to this final, clear call to action. It's the bottom line, boiled down into 3 actionable steps. First, live with a sincere and genuine hope of meeting your Creator. Second, let that hope be the fuel that drives you to do good and righteous things. And third, make sure your devotion is pure, directed to the one God and no one else. And this leaves us with a final, really powerful question to think about. In our modern world, with all its noise and distractions and the endless demands on our time and energy, these verses ask us to just pause for a moment and consider the ultimate purpose behind it all. What is our work, our struggle, our life? What is it all truly for?